So tell me, is Conor back? Like, is he part of the UFC's elite now? Like, off this 40-second performance, what can we claim? Is he back?
Ooh, it is hard to tell.
It's hard to tell, right?
It's hard to tell.
Inconclusive.
Yeah, inconclusive because he looked quick.
It looked good.
40
seconds he looked good.
From what I've been told, so apparently Tony Robbins was in the ring at the end. Did you notice that?
I didn't notice that, but I saw on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Hey, how big is Tony Robbins?
He's massive, man.
The hell, man?
Dude is massive, man.
Okay.
So Tony Robbins was there. Apparently he was helping Conor, becoming more focused and basically getting back to what made him, famous in the first place was that intensity, that focus, trying to get that back. Just as we were saying in the previous episode that, Conor playing the redemption focus, sort of
hold on.
not getting into any bullshit.
I'll pause you there. Dude, he's a heavyweight.
Look at him. He's massive.
He's huge. Is that Tony Robbins or Stipe Miocic? Sorry, mate.
So what I could tell in that 40 seconds was Conor looked like the old Conor.
Yeah, he did. He definitely did.
He looked like
someone. He looked like the young, like
the aggressive, the dominant, the
care
brash.
In the world.
Yeah, that Conor.
Jose Aldo, really lightning quick, like a cat.
Lightning quick. He looked very good, and so it's hard to judge from 40 seconds. But everything he did, they did it right.
Yep. That was as good as a 40 seconds. Left.
The kick.
Good variety, right?
Yeah, the clinch, the kick, the punching afterwards.
You know what? You're right. It
was
was a very seamless interchange of several mixed martial arts techniques.
Yeah.
So an aggressive punch, missed.
Yeah.
Transition to the clinch, then showed us I don't even know what to call that, like an up to down, like shoulder bash. You're right. Transition into that, disengaged, did the kick, and you're right. Like, it's actually a great encapsulation of mixed martial arts because there were so many different techniques in that 40 seconds, which is a lot more than you'd see in a lot of that's a good way of thinking about it.
Yeah.
A lot of knockouts, TKOs, you have much less techniques than that.
Yeah. So he did showcase a lot in that 40 seconds, but
it's hard to tell, right?
It's hard to tell because the main problem everyone thinks that Conor has is the cardio issue.
Correct.
So that's not that question is still
unanswered.
It's unanswered. We can't really take much from this.
Grain of salt, good salt,
good salt, but it's
premium shit. But it's still salt. It's still salty. Yeah. Look, it's here's how I see it as a spectrum, right?
Yeah.
He's probably not as good as we think he is.
Yeah.
And it's probably not as bad.
Yeah,
it's a cop out. It's somewhere in the middle. So you can't say
he's definitely improved.
He definitely looks like the old Conor, right? Yeah. So you can't say that Conor's back. He's back in the winning column.
Yeah, he's back in the winning column.
But there's a lot. So this is what I gleaned, right? Yeah. Against stand-up fighters, he is very comfortable.
Yeah.
He did not do any of that running against Khabib because he's worried about the takedown.
Yeah.
So stylistically, what a lot of people were dubious about in that Conor received preferential treatment in terms of matchmaking on his way up.
Yeah.
He's very comfortable with the strikers, right?
Yeah.
So that's what we learned. We've learned that, in a very limited sample size, that, he looks very comfortable at 170.
Yes,
he
does.
He looks jacked.
He looks jacked.
Jacked.
He does look comfortable, which I was sort of questioning whether he would be comfortable at 170, but he looked pretty comfortable to me in that.
40 seconds, yeah.
40 seconds. But no, it was more the way he moved in that 40 seconds.
I agree.
I just felt that with Khabib, he was moving a bit awkwardly.
He was, but that's the threat of the Khabib takedown.
Yeah. It was in his head, basically.
And harkening back to Khabib, which will be interesting because that's definitely a fight that the UFC wants to run back, is, those mind games definitely played back not only at Khabib but at Conor.
Yeah,
had to. You can't talk that much shit to someone and not have some etch on you, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's definitely one element of it. Yeah, I mean, you picked it, but we still have no idea how good his cardio is.
Yeah, you can't tell much from this.
And
from what I'm hearing, he wants a fight very quickly.
Yeah, well, 40 seconds. You better believe it. He needs another fight very quickly.
He needs another fight quickly.
It makes sense. He took no damage.
Yeah.
Like zilch, zero, nada.
He probably thinks he wasn't tested.
Well, he wasn't. Yeah, he was, but he wasn't. You know.
Yeah.
But look, conclusion is, let's face it, everyone's happy when Conor's winning.
Yeah.
Dana would have loved it.
Dana was dancing like from the 30th second, I think.
It was like the Monopoly man. Mate.
Man, Dana was dancing. Everyone was dancing. Like, if you look at the crowd, everyone was going nuts.
Conor McGregor to the UFC is a one-man stimulus package.
Yeah, hell yeah, man.
It's printing cash.
It's printing cash for him.
Cash money.
Big money.
Young money.
Look at all the celebrities over there as well.
Yeah. Brady,
Batista.
Conor. Man, Batista looks like a UFC. Well,
yeah, he looks pretty. He looks jacked, but
there's a bit of Brokeback Mountain vibes.
yeah, I didn't get the. I know I like Cerrone, but come on, like
it was good. It was a good hat.
It looked weird.
He pulls the hat up.
Yeah.
I think it looked good. But yeah, like everyone's. The UFC is a good place to be when Conor's winning.
Yeah,
and I think
definitely.
to the next segue of the show is it really opens up in terms of who his next dance partners are.
There's a lot to choose from right now.
Ooh.
So it's a bit of a conundrum. There's a lot to choose from.
Yep.
But at the same time, there isn't.
What
I'll
do you
explain
mean?
why as well.
Oh,
but we can go into what your predictions are, I think, of who they are going to be.
Okay, so this is actually a very multi-layered thought process. It's very 3D, right? It's not very linear. So before I actually begin, can you tell me why you think there's not a lot to choose from? Like, I'm just intrigued.
Well, I'll just sort of run, like what I'm reading, what I'm hearing. There's a lot of... so obviously the money fight is Khabib. Or whoever wins out of Khabib and
Tony.
But I still think the money fight is even Khabib.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's 100%.
Khabib and Tony are fighting in
Khabib
March.
loses, and you can still make it insane.
Yeah.
People will watch it, right?
People watch it. It'll be the biggest fight. Khabib and Tony in March. Or April, is it? March, I think. Yeah.
I believe it's March.
Yeah. So that's happening in March.
Yep.
Now, the problem comes because of Ramadan.
Ooh.
So Ramadan is...
Sorry, April. Jeez.
Yes.
And then April 19th. When is Ramadan?
Ramadan is after that.
How long does Ramadan go for?
I don't know, but I think Conor's been told he'll have to wait till the end of the year.
Yeah, I've heard that.
For Khabib.
If he wants Khabib.
Now, Conor's like...
Not willing to wait.
Fuck that. I don't want to wait that long.
He said prior to that he wants 4 fights this year.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he doesn't want to wait that long.
Yeah.
And he's trying to get somehow...
Some sort of... A fight.
A fight with Khabib.
He's looking for a fight.
And he wants that fight
Yep.
in Moscow, in Russia.
Mate,
That
would
be nuts.
Sick.
That would be nuts.
Putin would be there.
I don't know any other Russian.
Putin would be there.
Yeah. But
Putin would be there.
I just can't. Man, that would be the crowd of the century. I reckon.
You know what? Yeah, I saw the interview and Dana doesn't want it. Why? Because he's going to get
Dana
shot.
wants it in Vegas. He thinks it'll be too dangerous.
Mate, we've had like Colby Covington go into Brazil and tell the Brazilian public that they're a bunch of dirty animals. Like, seriously, I would think that they're more...
They would need presidential level of security for that.
For what? Conor Khabib?
Conor.
It's fair.
Conor, definitely.
But man, that would be like a spectacle.
Yeah.
You know what? Like,
And that's why Conor wants to do it.
Oh yeah,
He wants to do
that
it.
as an experience, is a bucket list item. Do you remember when we watched Conor and Khabib? Like, watched a lot of UFCs when the walkout came in. Do you remember like all the fog there? Like there was look at that. Like that's what I was getting because it was insane. You felt like the whole stadium was gonna they were all gonna punch each other.
Yeah.
It was that level of tension.
It was that level. It was, everyone had a side and
they were like furious. It was like it was on 100 degrees Celsius. Yeah, like that fight in Moscow.
And you could, like, we were in the pub and we could feel some of that tension there. I was like, man,
and it just wasn't a normal tension between you and I.
I was like, man, this could blow off at any second here.
I'm like, are you Conor Khabib? Because I just want to throw down. There's a couple of things I've been meaning to get out of my chest, man. And I don't like that fucking shirt you're wearing.
But,
so that was it.
That was nuts. But like, yeah, so Khabib that's not happening. Yeah, until after October.
It doesn't work within the timeline.
Doesn't work with the timeline. I'm not sure. So Masvidal, I think, has a fight as well, doesn't he? Jorge Masvidal.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't.
And actually, prior to the
I think
the
he
fight
does.
there, no, he doesn't.
He's defending his title against
The
someone.
BMF ain't a damn title, man. Relax. It's like fucking toy candy. It's a toy belt, bro. It's not a title.
Kind of look like a toy, but I can't. But
So hold up. Masvidal had an interview in conjunction with the UFC 246.
Yeah.
And he said that he wanted to fight Conor.
Yeah.
So
did you see him? It was like.
Yeah.
But no. So wait, from what was told, here's a title fight with Kamaru Usman.
It's an option. Yeah.
Yes.
It's there.
And
It's
I think
an option.
if that keeps him busy, then. But I think Masvidal McGregor is the fight. I don't think you love Usman.
Yeah.
I don't think Usman is the one right now.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
But yeah, as you saw the post-fight interview,
mate,
Conor, man, he was calling everyone out.
And what I like about this is the next characters that he goes against, they'll bring the old guy back.
Yeah. I think Masvidal versus Conor would be that would be pretty good.
Masvidal is Mr. 305. Gulo. Seriously, it's from Miami, Florida.
But
Kimbo Slice,
Kimbo Slice,
he is bloody Latin American version of Conor McGregor. Seriously.
Yeah.
Good-looking guy. Anyway, hold up. So I'm gonna go through 4 fighters.
Yes. So that's what I think.
No.
It's not gonna be.
It makes sense.
Someone else.
So here's the thing: when all is said and done, they're gonna rerun that fight. Yeah. It does. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen at some
if
point.
both of these guys never win a single fight, they go on like 2 or 3 fight. They'll still have that fight and they'll still sell out.